Hi, I'm Lisa Mumma. I am the principal at Centerville Middle School.
I'm Doug Dandridge, principal at Landisville Middle School.
We're here hopefully to give you an overview of our middle school schedule. The purpose of this recording is to help parents and their students understand our middle school schedule and the new option for students to have some choice in their exploratory classes.
As Mrs. Mumma said, we are excited to make some changes to the middle school schedule next year, where we'll be moving to a model where in elementary school you have no choice about your classes. At the middle school, we're now going to be able to provide some choices over your exploratory classes to prepare you for the high school when you have a lot of choices about your course programming.
So hi, I'd like to begin by describing our middle school schedule. Both at Centerville Middle School and Landisville Middle School, we do have the same bell schedule. We start our day with a homeroom. There's 7 periods, and at the end of the day, there's a flex. 7 periods involve 5 periods of our core classes. That involves science, social studies, math, and for most students, a double period of ELA. There is a 30-minute lunch and 3 minutes passing for students in between classes. For our course selection process, our teachers do make recommendations for the core classes. That recommendation process involves data that is collected on your students. Data involves PSSA, end of course grades, PVAS, exact path, and for our 6th grade students, Acadians. If you're not pleased with your student's recommendation for one of the core classes, there is a data review form that parents can fill out.
As Mrs. Mumma explained, there's lots of differences between an elementary schedule and a middle school schedule. One of the things that you will notice right off the bat is while in the elementary you have a small number of teachers throughout the day, at the middle school you can see 7 or 8 teachers throughout the day. You will make lots of passes between each of those classes, which requires students to adjust to different sets of expectations, different courses, and different styles and personalities throughout the middle school day. We do try and promote a small learning community by our use of middle school teams. Each student in 7th grade and in 8th grade will be assigned to one of 2 teams that you will be on, and a majority of your classes will be taken on those teams, most of your core classes. We occasionally have students who need to be cross teams for scheduling purposes, but we do try and prioritize that all of your core classes will be on your team. One of the advantages is that our teachers then meet daily to have discussions about programming, interventions, supports that they can provide to those team of students. As Mrs. Mumma also mentioned, we do have a data profile which we use in order to schedule courses at the middle level. Another change that you will notice is at the middle school level, we do start to have different levels in our courses. We have our advanced courses, we have our on-level courses, and we have some foundations courses. With the data profile, we attempt to place students in a course that will stretch them, but will not over-challenge them. We want to set them up for success. So we use any data that we have on hand to make those placements, and then ask for the 6th grade teachers to review those recommendations and make sure the data points are accurate with the work habits that they are seeing in the classroom. If we notice as you get into the 7th grade year that we are having any challenges, we are very flexible and are able to either push students up and challenge them further, or to potentially move them to a different level that they would be more comfortable if they need additional supports.
Dandridge explained that there are 2 periods of exploratory classes. Our students rotate through our exploratory classes, most of them every 45 days or every marking period, they're going to a different exploratory class. I'd like to talk about their choice for music. For the past several years, students at the middle school level have had some choice with music. If a student is in 6th grade, they have the choice of taking Music 7 when they get here to middle school, vocal techniques, string techniques, or brass, woodwind, and percussion techniques class. Each of those classes lasts for 45 days. Those 45 days are stretched for an entire semester every other day. Other choices that students have here from 6th grade to 7th grade is students can take our current topics classes. Our current topic classes, we have a current topics of ELA 7 and current topics of Math 7. Current topics of ELA stands for English Language Arts. It is support for our students who are non-proficient in ELA. Our interventionists run this course and provide support in reading, writing, and speaking. Our interventionists are highly qualified. We have an ELA teacher here all day long, and our math interventionist rotates every other day between Centerville Middle School and Landisville Middle School. Our current topics of math class provides students with support in math. Our interventionists work to fill in gaps in students' knowledge so that they can be successful in our core classes here at the middle school level. Other choices that students have from 6th to 7th grade is a personal fitness class. That is on top of their phys ed that they are automatically required to take in the 7th grade year. And there's choice to have their string techniques and the brass, woodwind, percussion techniques class for an entire year. Other choices that we have at the middle school level occur at the flex time. Flex is at the last 40 minutes of our school day. Students can participate in our ensembles. They have a choice of orchestra, band, or chorus. As far as our world languages, I'm excited about the fact that all students will have a chance to take a world language here at the middle school level. Our advanced ELA 8 students will have one period of ELA, and the other period, all advanced ELA students must take a world language for a full year. All other students are able to take a world language. We have 3 world language classes that we offer here at the middle school level. We have French, German, and Spanish. All 3 world languages, students have a choice to take the first half of the world language, half a year of the world language, or a full year. So we have a French A course, which is semester 1. And we have a French B class. Students cannot take French B if they don't take French A. If students take the full year, French A and French B, what will happen is on their high school transcript, it will show that they took a full year of French. In middle school, it'll show the grade that they received in middle school for the world language, but it will not be calculated into their GPA.
To recap, we are very excited about some of the changes that we are able to make to the middle school schedule next year. We're really excited to be able to provide choice to our families about their middle school programming and explore areas of interest. We're really excited to be able to offer world language to all of our students. No matter what level of ELA course they are taking, they have the opportunity to take that in our exploratory wheel. We're really excited to be able to provide additional time with our interventionists who do a wonderful job supporting our ELA and math needs in the building. We think that this schedule has a lot of benefit, and we are looking forward to this summer where we get to build and bring these changes to life. It will require us to balance our courses, so our choices are a rank order, as Mrs. Mumma was explaining. We will do our best to honor all of the interests of our students and get you your top priorities. It may not be all 7 of your top choices, but we will do our best to get as many of them in there as possible while creating a balanced schedule for all of our students. And those changes will be coming this spring as we work with our students, both with assemblies with our parents and evening programs, time to speak to our students in classes. Our counselors will be coming around to classes as well to explain these choices, and in formats like this video where we can share some of the changes that are happening.
We want to thank you for watching the video. We hope that it answered the questions that you had about our students' choice with their middle school schedule for next year. If you have any questions, please reach out to either one of us or the guidance counselors at the middle school level. We'd be happy to hear from you and happy to help you out.